G'day everyone, it's Curtis here and welcome to an On The Back Wheel video. Today I'm going to do my first mod to my new KLR650. I think every KLR650 owner should do it, and dual sport owner if they can. It's free, makes your bike sound better, and it gives you more performance. What's not to gain, right? Alright, let's get into it. So you're probably wondering why I'm sitting here on the ground like a weirdo. Well, that's because I'm right next to where I'm going to do the mod. It's behind just there, and it is removing this snorkel from the airbox. So what is the Airbox Snorkel? Well, basically it's a rubber tube that goes down into the airbox and also limits the airbox hole, which reduces noise. Usually they do it to make the bike quieter, but in turn it also restricts your airflow a lot, and it's usually quite easy to rip out. So what's involved? Well, basically all we have to do is take the seat off, which involves taking 2 bolts off here. There's one here and one the other side. 4 bolts here for the side cover, one there, and there's 2 underneath there. I'll show you those. And behind there, in here, is where the Airbox Snorkel is. So it is an easy mod to do, but I know for a fact it's going to be very fiddly because the new KLR650 is designed slightly differently there in the back, and it's going to make it a bit harder to pull it out, but we'll get there. It's just going to take time. All right, it's not going to do itself. Let's get some tools and get into it. To start with, all we need is that 4mm Allen key, and we can undo all the bolts. I'll show you how to do it. Seat first. That's what the bolt looks like. It's pretty cool. It's all got rubber washers now, keep the noise down. Seat comes off really easy. Literally, boom, and done. One thing that's really cool about the seat is it's got rubber mounts everywhere now. Very cool. Move this one. These ones are slightly different to the ones underneath, so make sure you just keep them separate. And these are the 2 under here. We've got one here and one down there, and these have got plastic washers on them, so just be careful of that and make sure you don't lose them. Just make sure the washers don't fall off because they stop the fairing from cracking. And don't do them up too tight, just nip them up. This is really easy to get off. Just comes off like this, and there's like a rubber grommet there, and at the back clips in as well. There's a little clip underneath here where it goes in. See the rubber grommet here? That just presses into there. Boom, when you put it back on. Okay, now the side cover is off, I'll show you where the Airbox Snorkel is. This is the airbox, and it's just here behind here. You can see it's going to be really annoying to get to because we've got this fairing on here now that we never used to have on the older models. It's very hard to see, so I pointed out with this screwdriver I got, but that's it there. So the bottom of the screwdriver is touching it there. That's it. That's what we're going to remove. It is going to be extremely difficult to get out. I can tell you that now, because we have to pull the whole thing out, and it's got these welds here now that it never used to have, and also this. We'll get into it. I'll pry it off first with a screwdriver from the bottom. I don't know if you can see under here. There it is there. So I'll pry it off here with a screwdriver. I just tried a little bit before. I'll get that underneath there and pop it out, and then we're going to try and pull it out with a pair of pliers and then by hand. It is going to be tough. It is a very tight spot on there. But there's only one way to do it. Let's get into it. So before we dive into down there, I'm just going to actually get these out of the way. These just slide off. These are all the new relays and all that for the KLR. That one should slide that way. Let's figure it out. Gentle, gentle. It's all new. Yep, that gets out of the way. So put that one there. That one there. And I'll move that one just because we can. Probably going to try to pull it out this way. Out that way, not that way, because there's just no bloody room. On the old KLRs, the rear rack, it used to stop back here from memory, so you didn't have to contend with all this to get there. So we've got to go down this way and pull it out that way. Alright, we'll start by getting this under here and prying it up a little bit. Actually not too difficult to do. Alright, actually not too bad. Start with some needle nose pliers. Let me just show you the difficulty we're going to have here. Is this subframe is right, see that's quite loose now already. it wants to come out, but this fairing is all in the way, so I might have to take this off yet. We'll see. Keep going, I've only just started, so try to wiggle it out. All right, it's not really working trying to pull it out that way. It's really loose already, like very loose, and got a lot of movement there. But the problem is it's getting caught on this side. I can't get it out that way, so I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and undo the rack. I think it's just 4 bolts to get it all off, so hopefully it just lifts off and then pull it out this side. So let's try it out. These will be tight. Yep, a bit tighter, not too bad though. Loosen up. There we go, that was cracked in there. There's 2 on this side exactly the same. Using them, so nice solid high tensile bolts, looks of it. Cool, put them aside. I'm gonna have to take the plate off as well, the rear plate. There we go, I'll just undo the 2. That's how that looks. And these are the bolts it comes with. Good high quality bolts as well. That's steel, definitely steel. Okay, we've got the carrier off the back, and now we've got a heap of room. Hopefully we can get it out pretty easy without damaging anything. Something cool is it's got rubber grommets everywhere and foam spots as well to stop vibrations and just make the bike smoother. It's something they touched on in their press releases, but it's not until you take it apart and see it all that you see that there's some good little touches that they've actually done. So, all right, let's keep doing it. Just gonna put some rags down so I don't scratch up the new frame. All right, I'll show you where I'm at. That's the snorkel. You see I'm trying to get it out of there. It's a bit hard to see, but you can see it. And it's a lot harder because on this model, this is where the rack bolts into now, and it's welded into the frame. So it's right in the way of pulling it out. So it's just gonna take some more maneuvering, and we'll keep trying. There we go. Try to pull the bastard out. Ta-da! Got it. Actually pretty easy from that side. I don't know if you can see in the video that I actually took the pliers, I'll show you like this, and twisted it out around the new support system for the rack there, and that got it out pretty easy. But man, oh, bit of a mish. Sweating like Michael Jackson at a Wiggles concert after that, but we're all good. It's out. That's it. This is what it looks like, everyone. So that's your snorkel. So that's the hole at the front. That's the side, and that's the bottom. And I'll show you the hole now, how it looks. You see that? So basically it's just increasing airflow into the airbox. More airflow is good. Can only be a good thing, especially since it's a little bit doughy off bottom. I hope it'll just give it that tiny bit more snap. It's not going to do a lot, let's be honest. To get a really good result, you need to do the exhaust, which I will do eventually, and also a tune, which I don't think anyone's done them yet, but that's how you do it, people. That's how you get it out. Whew. All right, all back together. Pretty easy to do, very easy to work on the bike in general. It would be a lot quicker if I had a battery drill, but mine's in storage and I didn't want to get it out. But all these Allen key bolts, if you had a battery drill, you just go zip, 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 be all done. It did look a bit awkward and fiddly to begin with there, because I didn't know which way to go, getting the snorkel out. But once I figured that out, it was very easy. And all it was at the end of the day was 1, 2, 3, and 4 bolts. That just came straight off, and then I was able to get in there really easy just to pull it out. It did take a little bit of wiggling, but it was honestly really simple. And if you are thinking about doing it, that just shows how easy it is. I'm just a normal everyday dude and I was able to get out pretty easy. All right, let's see how it sounds. Walk over this side. Okay, I don't know if you noticed then, but there was definitely a little bit more induction noise then. It sounded much more throaty and much better, to be honest. A bit less ag bikey, which is always good. To begin with, when it was cold, it was a bit sputtery down bottom, but I haven't started in a few days either. I will try that on another ride, but as soon as it warmed up a little bit, it was just going boom, boom. Seemed a little bit more responsive, so we'll have to see about that on a proper ride. I'm going on a good ride tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. All right, that's it for me. I hope you liked the video. It's a bit of a different one. First time I've really done a mod video. I hope you liked it. I'm gonna be doing plenty more on the KLR650. Overall, a very easy mod to do. I will follow up in performance and put a sticky in the comments as well. I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow, but sounds better already and it seems a bit more responsive on the throttle, so definitely recommend it. All right, that's it from me, everyone. If you want to see a ton of other KLR650 content and other motorcycle related content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and keep it on the back wheel. Catches.